Are you looking to start an exercise program and need a little bit of equipment, but you're on a budget? Well, today you're in luck. Yesterday, I went to Five Below because I wanted to pick up a couple of 2 pound or 3 pound dumbbells. And when I was there, I found some other items that I thought you might be interested in. And so I thought I'd buy them, review them, and give you my honest opinion. This is in no way sponsored by anybody at all. It's just me giving my opinion on the equipment that I bought from Five Below yesterday. Hi, my name is Kathy. I'm a physical therapist, and if it's been a while since you've exercised, be sure to check with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise programs. I started doing this video yesterday, but I decided to wash off the bands because I didn't like the powder that was on them. And I'll show you what I found. I found a few keepers and one definite. So the first thing that I have from Five Below is the 3 pound dumbbells. This is what I originally went in there for, and the brand is Series 8 Fitness, and that's the same as the black ball that you'll often see me using in my exercise videos. I've had that one for a few years. It's lasted quite well, so I figured that's a good brand. It's working well for me, and so these here I think will also work well. They have the, like I said, like a rubber type coating on them that makes it easy to grip. And since I got the 3 pounds, I thought maybe a couple of lighter weights might also be a good choice for me. I decided to get the black ones. They also come in pink. So if you find this type of information valuable, please subscribe to my channel because it really helps me out. So the next thing I decided to purchase was some resistance band. Now, when I looked at the package, I thought these were lengths of band, but it turns out they're loops. They come in light, medium, and heavy band, and they seem pretty good. They did come in latex though, which it didn't say on the package that it was latex. So I was a little bit disappointed because I know a lot of people do have latex allergy. So I thought it might be problematic for some people. But what I did is I don't have a problem with latex, but it comes with a powdery substance on it when you first get it. So I wiped them down, and today they feel much better to me. And they seem like they're going to be fairly good. I may decide to cut these so that I can use them as a length because I feel like these bands, they're 16 inches. They might be a little bit too big for a lot of exercises, but I'm going to give them a try and tell you how they hold up over the next few weeks. So that's that. And then also, I got the mini bands. Now, I knew that these were the bands, and these also came with the powder, which leads me to believe that they're latex, even though the package does not say that they're made of latex. And they have the light resistance in the light gray, medium resistance in the middle shade of gray, and then the heavy resistance is the black. And what I noticed about these is that this resistance is pretty strong. So when you're using these, you'll have to be a little bit stronger. But I think these are probably going to be a really good value. I just had to wipe off the powdery substance, like I said. And so if you don't have any problems with latex, I think these are a good option for the price point of $5 for the three of them. So now we come to the band with the handles. Now this came with three different bands. I've got the black one already on here, and I like that it's consistent between these bands and these tubes because the light gray is the light resistance, blue is medium, and the black is heavy resistance, so you don't have as much to remember. It comes with these little clips on here so that you can clip it to the D-ring on the handle. The D-ring is made out of metal, but the clips are plastic. They swivel, so that's an awesome feature. I think that'll be quite helpful, but I'm not sure how durable they're going to be. They have, when I was using them yesterday, I was testing them out. The handles are a little bit on the flimsy side, and it's got a foam on it that's probably going to wear out pretty quick. But I think for this one, this is a pretty good budget option. But again, I believe it may have some latex in there. So if you have any latex sensitivity, this might not be the best for you. So the last item I purchased was this ball here. And what I noticed as I was filling it up, that it does say possible explosion if you use a mechanical inflator. The nice thing about this ball is that it did come with two of the pins that go in here. So if you happen to lose one when you're refilling it, you have an extra. But my concern with this is that it is quite a bit smaller than my other ball that's also a 65 centimeter. So when I stack them like this, you can clearly see that the top ball, which is the new one for $5, is a lot smaller than the other one. For someone like me who's only about 5'2", maybe not quite 5'2", this would probably be the right size. However, I'm not going to recommend it because it is not burst resistant from anything that was on the packaging. And whenever you have an exercise ball, I always recommend that you get something that's burst resistant so that you don't end up having an unfortunate accident. And if you're not on such a tight budget, you might want to check out my Amazon links that are in the description. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do get a small commission if you order from my links. And if you get those items, it might help you when you watch this video here.